Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Rambo. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Rambo's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rambo has done a great job here at school. Fred will have a lot of information to give you on the day that you pick him up. And we know you're going to be very proud of him. Now he's sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And we want to take a moment to introduce the training equipment that we're using. We're using a regular 6-foot web training leash. Fred keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand during the course of his training. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Rambo has been fit with his very own training collar. Fred will demonstrate for you how to work that on Saturday when you pick Rambo up from training. The first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash. And Fred and Rambo take off heeling. The command is Rambo heel. It's one of the few times during the course of obedience training that you do use your dog's name. And his job at this point is to stay exactly with Fred, not forging ahead or lagging behind. And each time that Fred stops his feet, Rambo's been taught to sit automatically to wait for his next command. A lot of people wonder what obedience training has to do with solving your aggression issue. And you definitely have to have the dog's respect, and he has to have the feeling that you're in control. And if you're in control, he doesn't have to be. The next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you will be the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command. Fred is going to use the open left palm, about an inch or so from his muzzle, the one-word firm command to stay. The long sit stay, when you're practicing in your home, is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. And he's a mature dog with a developed attention span, so he can handle it. Now what he did was he dropped into a down, and Fred told him no, places him back into a sit stay, because he must complete the command the way it was taught. When Fred returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him for an additional distraction, returning all the way back around to heel position. He gives Rambo a little pat for praise, and they're going to run through the heel and the sit and the stay again for us. So remember, when you're walking your dog on a leash, he's going to be heeling at all times. When you stop your feet, he's going to sit automatically at your left, well under control, always watching you for his cue. Fred leaves him in a sit stay. And the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the come on command. This is the second exercise where you do use your dog's name, and Fred will call him in and have him sit right in front facing his knees. And then there's a little exercise that we call the finish, where Rambo returns back to heel position. He walks all the way around his trainer and back sitting, waiting for his next command. And Fred leaves him again in another sit stay. And he calls him in. And you notice that Fred's working a lot on just hand commands. Returns all the way back to heel position, back sitting. Very good. Now the next exercises that we're going to demonstrate for you and Fred setting up for are the down commands. And you have to remember to practice with your obedience. This is very important to the success of your program. And you're going to get a chance to work with him here at this school, and you're going to be developing a different relationship with Rambo. You're going to be in charge from now on. This is the down from a heel position. Fred's going to use his left open palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He'll leave him in a stay, and the long down stay is for 3 to 5 minutes. And you're going to practice these exercises inside your home as well as outside for the ultimate control of your dog under any and all circumstances. When Fred returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him just as he did on the sit-stay, returning all the way back around to heel position. He's going to heel him out of that exercise, and he'll demonstrate for us the down from a distance. And then we're going to do a little bit of intermediate work for you. Rambo's grown very attached to his trainer here at school. They've done a great job together. Fred leaves him in a sit-stay, walks out to the end of the training leash, and then he's going to drop him into a down from 6 feet away. Very nice. It's your down from a distance. Fred walks all the way back around him, back to heel position. He's going to heel him out of that, and then I'm just going to kind of be on the other end of the camera, and I'm going to let Fred and Rambo show you some of his off-leash obedience. Now, we're not going to suggest that you do off-leash obedience with your dog until you've got your on-leash down pat with him. And that's going to take some time and some practice and some lessons. Every time you return to your dog's shoulders, he expects to get another command. So Fred left him in a sit-stay off leash. Drops him into a down, leaves him in a stay, drops his leash, walks away. And if you notice, Rambo watches his trainer. And that's as it should be. When you're dealing with a big, mature German Shepherd who's had some aggression problems, he has to take his cue from you. So Fred's going to be working with you to make sure that the authority transfers to you. You have to feel confident that you're in charge. Now, we've demonstrated for you all of Rambo's obedience commands. He's done a brilliant job here at school. Like I said, he's gotten himself very attached to his trainer. They've done a beautiful job together. You're going to get lots and lots of private instruction because we want you to feel confident and comfortable working with your dog. Thank you for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainers.